Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel BIM for Construction. So as we have started a Navis tutorial series and we will be continuing this series with the new episode, and in today's episode we will be discussing about how you can export the NWC file from the Revit. And before that, if you haven't watched any of the previous videos, you can go to my channel playlist section and you can find here Navisworks complete course in English. Okay, and if you want to check out the Revit architecture or the Revit tutorial series for the beginners, then you can check out those playlists also. So let's start our today topic, in which we will be learning how to export NWC file and then how we can check that NWC in the Navisworks. So for that one, I am simply opening a Revit session. Here you can see Revit 2023. First of all, we need to select that file, from which file we need to give the 3D model export as a NWC file. So for your current project, many files will be there like architecture, structure, HVAC or drainage, water supply, firefighting. You can open any one of your file. For this sample, I am opening the architecture model. Okay, so this architecture Revit file I am opening. After that, we will be doing some model cleanup and the settings that will be needful before exporting NWC. Okay, here, so our model is open. So as you can see here, right now we are having a ground floor plan. Okay, first of all we need to go to the 3D view to export the 3D geometries as NWC. For that one, you can either click on this home icon here, default 3D views. Okay, otherwise you can go to the view tab, and here in the view tab also you can find default 3D view. So I am clicking here. Once we will be clicking here, a 3D model, whatever we have model, so for that one a 3D view will be open. Okay, so let me do the shaded visual style. Okay, so our first step will be model cleanup. What are the geometries we need in the NWC export file? So we will be removing unwanted things from here. So for that one, you have to go into VV categories. By VV command, you can pop up this window. Here you can see model categories. So whatever model categories you have used to create your model, like if you are having an architecture, then you have used from the architecture like ceilings, slab, walls, windows, doors. So all geometries you want to export, so you have to check box everything. If you don't want to export ceiling, you can uncheck. If you don't want to export door, you can uncheck the door from here. Okay, like that you can control the visibility of the model elements from the model category. Next is annotation categories. Whatever annotation you have given, or like you can see here, we are having grid lines, we are having levels, those are levels. We don't want to export them in our NWC, so you can simply uncheck all the categories, or if you want to uncheck only the levels, you can uncheck the levels itself. But for most of our project, we don't want annotation categories, because these are the only annotation dimension or the pipe tags or the any room tags. We don't want these kind of tags in the NWC export, so we'll be unchecking everything. Okay, and for now only section box we need to check on. Why? Because with the help of section box, we can control how much area of the building we have to export. Let me show you an example. So right now you can see all the levels and everything removed from this current 3D view, and section box only I have turned on. So to show the section box here, I have to check this box also. So now you can see a box is this, that is called as a section box. So with the help of this, you can control how much part of the building you want to export by dragging those sides arrows, and also you can control at like how many levels of the building you want to export. Let's say if your building having 1 2 3 4 5 6 levels and you want to export only up to one level, then you can use this section box to control the geometries. Let's say we don't want to export after this, so we can control this geometry with the help of section box, and only this portion will be available in the NWC export. But if you want to export full, keep it full. So like this, with the help of section box, you can control the part of 3D model that you want to export. Next, after that, so model categories we discussed, annotation categories we only turned on the section box. Next, we will be jumping to imported categories. In the imported categories, these are the CADs that we have inserted in our current Revit model architecture file while working. Okay, so while modeling, you might be inserting many CADs for your disciplines. So we don't need those CAD 2D geometries in the NWC export. So we'll simply unchecking this box and all those categories will be hidden from this. Okay, so right now in the background you can see those red lines and the grids are the CAD. So once I will be unchecking from here, all those CADs and the grids will be removed with the same CAD file. Clear? Next, similarly to the CAD, there will be one option for the Revit links. If you have added any Revit links in your current file, like if you are working for the architecture, this is our architecture model, but you have added some HVAC or the structure file also, so you can uncheck the Revit links also from there. So because we don't need the structure or the HVAC or any MEP services to be exported with the same file name, because the procedure to export those MEP discipline or whatever other subcontractor models, you have to open that file itself. This is the best practice and the standards that are followed, because each subcontractor has to share their Navis model separately. They will be opening their structure model and they will be following the same process that we'll be discussing in this video. Then the HVAC also will be opening and he will also share with you an NWC. So like that, each subcontractor needs to open and share the NWC. Okay, so here after that, this process model cleanup is completed. After that, you have to go to file. Here in the export and the NWC option will be there. If this option is not showing in your PC, then you have to install this exporter. I will be attaching this link in the description of this video. You have to download this NWC export utility, whatever the Revit version you are using. For that same, you have to download this. After downloading this, you have to restart your Revit session again, and after that you will be finding export NWC option there. Okay, so first model cleanup, then you should have this NWC exporter plugin in your Revit session. After that, you have to go to Navisworks settings. Now in Navisworks settings, let's say recently I have modified some properties as per my requirement, so I will be switching back to the default what Revit will be giving us as a default sets parameter. So you can see here I have made the default settings again. Now we will be discussing what settings you need and what will be the benefit. So you can see here, after default settings, you will be requiring the convert element properties. So you have to check this box on. Why? What is the reason behind this? I will explain you once we will be completing this export. Next, you have to uncheck this, because as I told you, we don't need any CAD formats. We have unchecked from the VV categories also, but still we have to uncheck from here also. Okay, that CAD also we don't need, and after that everything is okay as per the default. Okay, so in one point is there, if you need the Revit export to be as a shared or project internal, you can choose as per your requirement. Okay, so if every contractor is exporting through project internal, then you have to also use this one. If everyone is using shared, then you have to use this one, shared coordinate. So these kind of things are related to the Revit project setup. Okay, so after that, simply we have to click OK here. Then we'll be choosing a file name and the path. So simply I have already my file here, so I am going to override this file. Simple, yes, finish. So this NWC export will begin and it will take the time as per the project. How much big is your Revit file in the project? Okay, after that we have to open this NWC in the Navisworks. So we'll be opening in the Navisworks Manage 2026. So for that, you have to simply go to open file. Okay, you will be selecting the file that you recently exported from the Revit. Click open and that file will be visible here. So you can see the file we have exported, and also you can see here architecture. Okay, so this file is visible here. So first process, you have to clean the model in the Revit. Okay, whatever categories you want, how much area you need. After that, you have to go to the file, export, and in the Navis you will be adjusting some settings as per your requirement. Now you can see here why we check this property after default. Earlier in the default, this properties is not checked. but we have checked this one as per our need. The benefit of this one, if you go, let me show you. If I am picking any wall here, let's say this wall here, so some properties are there. Okay, so all those properties, if you want to show in the Navisworks also, so for that one you have to check that parameter. So if you go to Navisworks, let's say if you are going to Navisworks, here you are having an option to check the properties. Okay, so let's say if you are selecting this wall, so all those properties will be also available here. So you can check here all those Revit properties. Same data will be available here, like name of the family, WF, external concrete wall cladding. So if you go to Revit itself again, so it will show you the same family name, family type. So whatever parameter are there, family name, type, family basic wall, all those parameter, length of the wall, all those parameters will be available in the Navis also. So it is useful if you are having an MEP exports like HVAC, and if you want to check the text of the FCU or the panel electrical panels text, then you have to use this feature. While exporting, you have to check this box, okay, which is saying convert the element properties. Okay, and this one we have unchecked already, CAD file and the linked file. Okay, because for the same file, if I need the structure, I will be opening the structure file in the Revit and then exporting. Then whatever other subcontractors are there, they will share with you the NWCs. Okay, but if somehow they are not sharing and you need the urgent NWC export for those files also, let's say if you need the urgent HVAC export, then in that case you can simply go to manage links, and then you can add the Revit link of the HVAC here. Let's say if you we are adding the HVAC link here also. Okay, then we'll be exporting with links. So these are our Revit files. Let's say if I want the HVAC to be here, I am selecting HVAC, whatever the coordinates they have set up, I have to select those coordinate system. Okay, so here you can see HVAC is also available. So now if I go to export, okay, if I don't need Revit, then I will be unchecking from here, so it will also not visible in the current view. But if I need the HVAC also to be export with the same architecture, then again I have to go to NWC Navisworks setting. From here now I have to check this box, convert linked files. Okay, so linked files HVAC will also be there with the same export. So you can simply click on OK, then you can click on this file and you can override this one. Okay, so if you are overriding this file which is already open in the Navisworks session already, so Revit will be showing you an error that this file is already loaded in the Navisworks and you cannot override. To tackle this error in the Navisworks manage, you have to go to options. Navisworks settings will also be there. Okay, so here you have to go into model performance. You have to check those things. By default these two things will not be checked. This is only related to optimize your work will be smoother, but this first option, close NWC or NWD files on load. Okay, so you have to check this box, otherwise you cannot be able to override at the same location, because now we are again giving the export and we are overriding the existing file. So Revit will not allow you until you are not closing the session. Okay, so for that one you have to make sure that in Navisworks manage you have went to options, and in performance you have clicked on this box. Right now let's say we are exporting with the HVAC. We have checked the convert Revit linked files also, and let's do it save again. So it will take some time, depend upon how much links you have added. Okay, after that we will be refreshing our Navisworks manage again. Okay, so this process is almost complete, and before that, if you are new to our channel, I will request you to subscribe my channel and check out my playlist section for the more BIM tutorials. So export is done. Okay, we are again in the same session that we have opened. Now whatever changes you have made, and you have re-exported the file and you have done the override on the existing same file, so how you can see those updates? So for that, simply you have to go here and you have to click on this refresh button. Once you clicked all the updates, whatever changes you have made in the architecture, let's say if you have created new room will be available there. And let's say we have append the HVAC file in the links, so those HVAC file now also visible here. So like this you can export the NWC file from the Revit. Thanks for watching video.